Hey everyone, in this tutorial I will be showing you all a quick video on how I took this card from looking like this to looking like this, and I wanted to share some of my tips and techniques that I've been using to reduce some of the things in my house where you can save money, shop your home, so let's get crafty. Let's begin. I wanted to start this series by painting my cart on wheels. I love this because it's very versatile. I can place a vase with flowers as decor, or I can use this for entertaining, put some drinks, salsa, chips, etc. And I love that it has the wheels. I got this for a few dollars at a thrift store, but you can find them on Etsy anywhere from $100 to $500. So let's go ahead and get started. The paint that I will be using today is Cece Caldwells paint in California Gold. I'm going to be applying a very thin coat just so that this is my base coat and the rest of the coats have something to adhere to. I'm using an all bristle brush by Gava. It's made in Italy. You don't have to use this kind of brush. You can also use one from your hardware store that's very inexpensive. So I really love using Cece Caldwell paints because especially right now that I'm pregnant, I like using all natural products that are not harmful to me or my baby or my family for that matter, because I like painting inside my house. So I really love this paint because it's also earth friendly and it's made in the United States. Once the first coat has completely dried, I'm moving on to my second coat and I'm applying it a little bit heavier than the first coat. So go ahead and take your time. Now I also have to note that since this piece is a little bit darker, it does take a few coats, but if you're using this on maybe like maple, it'll be a lot easier. You might just need 2 coats, but I will be doing 3 to 4 coats in total. And the reason for that is because I don't really like making really thick coats. I prefer them to be thin layers and then work my way up. I usually have my son help me paint because I like him to be involved and he's very artistic just like I am, and it makes me feel really comfortable for him to use this paint because I know it's not harmful. For faster drying time, I like placing a fan so that it speeds things up. For my last coat, I'll be using Carolina Sun Yellow. This is the brightest yellow they have in their collection, and I really love it. I chose this color because I'm going to be using this card for entertaining, so I want it to be beautiful, bright, and uplifting. I simply love how easily it glides on. Make sure that the last coat that you will be doing is almost perfect because this will be the last one. This is how it's going to look for the rest of its beautiful life until you decide to possibly paint it again. So I'm going to take my time with the last coat and then we're going to move on to the finishing product. So here you can see the difference between the 2 yellows. One is a lot brighter than the other, and the reason that I prepped with California Sun is because I didn't have enough of the brighter yellow that I really wanted it to be. So I just prepped with it, and that's the beauty about these paints is that you can mix them and create really beautiful and unique colors. I'm using the same brush. I simply washed it just to apply the finish. I will be using Satin Finish by Cece Caldwell. She does carry various finishes like Endurance for heavily used items, or even the wax, which adds a really beautiful antique look to the paint. And I really seem to really love Satin Finish for some reason. So go ahead and play with the finishes, experiment, whatever you feel works for you, that's what you go with. And what's great about these finishes is that it helps your furniture last a lot longer and it protects it. Here's another angle to show you all how easy it is to apply this finish. Once the finish is dry, I'm going to move on to distressing. All you have to do is grab a napkin or paper towel, wet it, and go ahead and distress the areas using your finger and rubbing it off. Easy peasy. Distressing isn't the easiest thing. A lot of people like overdoing it. For me, I love only distressing areas that would normally have wear and tear, like the legs, the handles, etc. So I like to take it more on the light side, but it's all about preference. Here you can see me distressing the legs. I like going a little bit heavier on the legs just because with time, legs usually get bumped around and things like that. So I like adding more distress in this area. I am also going to lightly distress the side panels just to add some definition. You'll notice that once they're distressed, they look beautiful. See the difference here? You can see a lot more definition with the areas that I distress rather than the ones to the right that I haven't distressed yet. And we are finished, my loves. Here's the before and after. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. But it's not over yet. There's a giveaway. Cece Caldwells sent me some paints to give to my viewers, so it's really easy to enter, and here's how to do it. To enter, all you have to do is like our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. at JennisseMakeup and at Cece Paints. Once you've liked our social media, come back to this video and leave a comment with the word done. You'll automatically be entered. 2 winners will be chosen on next week's episode. You must be 18 years of age or older to enter. If you're not, please ask your parent or guardian before you do. Once the winners are announced, we will email you via YouTube message and ask for your information along with your social media information. Each winner will be receiving a Cece Caldwell paint along with a finishing product. I'm really excited for all of you to enter. Good luck, and I'll see you guys really soon on next week's episode.